Hello, it's Captain Kevin Dieter with Defeating Frenzy Sport Fishing and Boating Academy. Today we're going to give you a quick class on how to cook your catch. This is going to be just a short version of the Hook 'em and Cook 'em class that we did this past spring with Chef Mark Pegram from the Venice Yacht Club. But I've been getting a lot of folks lately that have been asking me how to cook their grouper. And one of the things that I really enjoy is cooking grouper on cedar planks. It's kind of a different method, but it gives it a lot of flavor and you don't really have to do a lot. It's very simple. So real quick, we're going to run down this recipe. It's nothing fancy. I'm obviously not a great chef, and I'm also not a movie producer, so kind of bear with me. What I have are some cedar planks that we bought at the store. These can be bought at either Publix or Home Depot, and these are just smaller portion size planks. Now the trick with cooking with cedar planks or any other wood plank is that you've got to you have to soak it in hot water for at least an hour. That's the key to this whole thing here. So these planks have been soaking for about an hour and 10 minutes, and we're going to add our fish. These are some gag grouper chunks that we caught in the past, I don't know, 6 or 7 hours, and we're going to lay each portion on one of the planks. Okay, now what I also have here is a little bit of fresh crab meat. Now you don't have to have fresh crab meat, but it just adds a little bit of flavor to the grouper. It kind of spices things up a little bit. So I'm going to kind of just splatter that on there a little bit. My red skin potatoes are starting to boil over. And we're just going to kind of smear this around a little bit. Again, nothing fancy. Then what I have over here, let me turn these down. It's just some saltine crackers that I put in a food processor. We just ground these up a little bit, and I added just a little bit of Old Bay seasoning. One of the mistakes people make with cooking fish is they tend to over season it and overcook it. So what I'm going to do is just put some of these crushed up crackers over top of the crab meat, and it's going to help hold it in place and kind of give a little bit of texture to the fish itself. You can add a little bit of cheese to this, Parmesan cheese or cheddar cheese, whatever you like. I'm obviously not going for cleanliness here. We'll clean all this stuff up later. A little bit more on this one. Okay, now what I have here, the next ingredient is melted butter with a couple of cloves of fresh garlic pressed into it. And I'm just going to take this and I'm just going to drizzle it over each one of these. It's got plenty of garlic in there. This is going to help keep the fish moist when we put it on the grill. Okay, we'll just put a little bit more cracker on top of that. Okay, very simple. Now all we're going to do is we're going to take it out, put it on the grill, and start cooking. Got a nice hot grill. Okay, we're going to shut the lid and we're going to let that sit for a few minutes and we'll be back. Okay, we're about 20 minutes into this and we're going to start taking these things off of the grill. Bring them in and see what we have. Looks great. Okay, we're just going to take one of these off with a spatula. We've already got our plate ready to go with a red skin potato, some fresh corn, glass of white wine, and we are all set for a great dinner. Enjoy. For more information on how to take classes like this, visit www.feedingfrenzysac.com.